All right, I'm here with Marketing 10 a.m. I got Coach Adrian Sarasat here on the football team.
How we doing?
We're gonna ask him some questions about coaching at Michigan Tech. So originally, where are you from, and how did you get connected to Michigan Tech originally?
I'm from about 2 minutes north, John, from Hancock, Michigan, on the beautiful side of the bridge. The best part of Houghton is the view of Hancock. So,
Okay.
Very proud Bulldog alumni from up north. Getting connected to Tech originally as a kid, I grew up in the area, so I participated in Little Huskies basketball camps here. Worked out at the fitness center and spent a lot of time in the pool, jumping off the high dive and stuff. I don't think that they have that anymore. As an athlete, young growing up, I went to the clinic right out front.
Okay.
But yeah, always been right jump
Around
hop,
here.
skipping away.
Nice.
Grew up snowboarding at Mount Ripley, also part of Michigan Tech's campus. So
Now, did you always see athletes or students and stuff like that when you were around campus and coming to the SDC?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, the Husky records and the agility records, I looked at those as a kid. My quarterback actually in high school, big detail I left out here. My quarterback was Tanner Curley, Tom Curley's son.
Okay.
So our stadium's named after
Curley
family.
Stadium.
So.
And
yeah.
then, where did you go to school? So, did you go to school up here, downstate?
I went to school up here, right at good old Finlandia University. Rest in peace.
Right across the bridge.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was an interesting ride for sure. But grateful of my experience there. I went to Hancock, so they acquired our football field, they acquired our old middle school, and in return, I got to go to college for free. So, and just so happened they were starting a football program. The old defensive coordinator here, Tim Driscoll, went over to Finlandia, put together a staff, including Coach Matt Ladd, Coach Milbrass. So they recruited me. I was actually the first commit in school history. So pretty cool to go there and do my thing. I thought I was just going for a free education. I ended up continuing to be able to play the game I love too. So
right. So being an athlete, and then you're a coach now.
Yep.
When did you start coaching?
So my freshman year, when I was learning what fall camp's all about, when I was learning about the grind of being a student athlete and all that, I got an opportunity from an older gentleman, older Solani, very prolific name around the area. You actually played with Colton Solani last year.
Yep.
So his grandpa got a hold of my mom and wanted me to come and help out with the middle school football team, and that's when I first kind of found that I had a love for it. You experienced it last year. You go to fall camp, you go to classes, you're dead.
Right.
You are dead tired. But as soon as 3 o'clock would come around, I'd hit the field, and man, there was just a fire in me that I could not explain, and that's how I got into coaching.
So you were juggling coaching, studying for school, and playing as an athlete.
Oh yeah, and don't forget about washing them dishes at Habaneros.
Okay, and you had a job too. There you go.
Yeah, hustler.
So you got connected to Tech when you were younger, and now you're back here. Kind of where was the gap, and how did you get back to Tech?
Well, we'll start with when I got out of college. That final semester, I was interning as the director of football operations at Finlandia University. I was also coaching now JV football and varsity offensive line over at Hancock. So following all of that, I got done at the university, got my degree, and I was just at Hancock. And during COVID, just at Hancock. Following that, a position opened up at Finlandia for restricted earnings kind of a deal. So I went and I actually coached wide receivers my first year coaching at Finlandia. The next year I got offensive line coach, strength and conditioning coordinator. I got certified as a strength coach after graduating as well. But then, as most people in the area know, Finlandia ended up shutting its doors. So I actually took a trip down the road to that school down the road. Did not have the best experience. So I came back home, and Coach Metlack actually called me up and said there's a position available and he'd love to have me. So I said, I'm on board. And here I am.
So how long did you spend at Northern?
About 4 months.
Okay, just quick.
Yep, short and sweet.
Right.
Short and sweet.
Speak of those cats.
Yeah, we don't speak of those cats.
So what did you get your degree in?
My degree was business sports management. I did start out going for physical therapy assistant, but some things happen in life, and sometimes you change paths. But everything, I think, happens for a reason. I couldn't see myself in the clinic helping Gladys do her innings, and nowadays I'd rather be on the field running after kids like you.
Right.
You know, I got a little more fire in me than that. But yeah.
Very nice. So like outside of coaching, do you have hobbies, other like sports that you do, or
Yeah.
what do you do?
Yep. So I also teach a billiards class here on
now you do.
campus. Yep.
Okay.
In the basement of Douglas Houghton Hall. If you're looking for a gym credit, you know, holler at your boy. I'll teach you how to shoot them straight, shoot them good. But big into billiards. This summer I really got into golf, as you can experience. This young gentleman brought me golfing down in Traverse City. You know, very grateful for that. But yeah, I shoot a lot of pool. I shoot in 2 leagues. I'll be shooting in one tonight, one Thursday, and I got a pool tournament set up for Thanksgiving break. So keep myself busy with that. I like playing open gym basketball. I like lifting weights. You know,
So you still do the weightlifting, conditioning, because you did coach for a little bit doing that. So very nice. And kind of like, how'd you get into billiards, and how do you even get that?
So
just growing up.
So in the many job titles I've held, I also tended bar at a couple places around town, and I grew up in Ripley. Well, Hancock, Ripley, same difference, right? So right across the street from my place in Ripley was the old bowling alley. Now they're the mine shaft, but I'd go in there and shoot here and there. That was my favorite bar game, I guess you would call it. So when I got into bartending, I saw that there's leagues and saw people were pretty good. And I had a couple buddies that were in those leagues, and they kept whooping my butt in the game. So I'm competitive by nature. So the coach in me, I learned drills, I learned fundamentals of the sport, and I applied them and got better at it, and pretty respected on the felt nowadays.
Right, I bet. So this class has actually got a website. It's called Empower UP, and it kind of reaches out for scholarships, tutoring programs, stuff like that. Was there any Michigan Tech like programs that reached out to you while you were in high school in Hancock, or was that not a thing?
Not that I can remember exactly, but I do remember coming over here through I want to say like Trio and Upward Bound kind of programs, and doing mock interviews up in the MUB, and formal dinners, how to present yourself at formal dinners and all that kind of stuff.
Very nice.
But other than that, just like a lot of sports camps. Went with Curtis Wittenberg to some basketball camps here and all that. But,
gotcha.
Yeah.
So like Michigan Tech though never kind of came to you guys, because it's more of a new thing that they're doing. So just kind of a question to see if they're stepping their things up or not. So
today, are they?
Yeah.
I sure hope so. I mean, from back in I can't really remember. You can think of how you were when you were 16. I wasn't thinking too much about education at that time. You guys are cut a little bit different. I was more on the sports side and enjoying the moment. But yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.
Rock and roll.